Okay guys, so I haven't done a channel update video in quite a while now, and it's been quite some time before I've basically uploaded more videos. And the reason I'm doing this is because yes, I want to do channel update. I always enjoy doing them for some reason, I don't know why. But I want to grow my channel. I want to make my channel bigger. I don't want it to be that it's a channel just with let's say a couple of thousand subscribers and it doesn't have any views per video. I want that my videos get more views. And right now I have been considering Total War, right? And Total War is not in a great state. It's not in a great state. You will have seen that poll I did of asking what do you want to see in Total War. It's because I want to gauge. And right now I've been watching a lot of interviews with the Great Book of Grudges, with the XCA dev, and the I think with Legend of Total War. And yeah, after listening to that, I don't feel that great about Total War right now. But great in what sense? I mean, Total War will survive. It's not as if this is the first time something has happened. It's not as if Total War is like going to immediately collapse. Layoffs, I don't think were great. They were absolutely not fantastic. But at the same time, things need to happen in order to take effect. Alright, these things happen. The hardworking developers, I think they always get hurt. Upper management, this is all stuff that's happened in the video game industry before. It's unfair. It's brutal. It's not good. But this is what happens. This is what happens when companies grow big. It is an unnatural effect, and that's what it is. At the same time, I also have to consider as a content creator for Total War as well, that what content is popular out there. I think Total War mods, there'll be plenty of Total War mods that you guys might want to see, that you guys might want to do. There could be Total War mods. Suggest me some games, guys, that is RTS. But right now, I think I need to cover more RTS games that are rooted in history, and a bit, at least a couple of few in fantasy. But I need to change the direction of this channel to a degree, because Total War right now, I mean, look at it, I've been doing Total War Pharaoh and it's not getting the views that I wanted it to. Like, the opinion videos are doing okay, the ambience videos is like not many are watching it. But I'm still making the ambience videos because I know there are people out there that want to watch it, people that want to watch it and like it. Yes, I know it harms the channel to a degree, but I still do it. And even if Medieval 3 is announced, I'm creating ambience videos even if it doesn't get that many views. Because no one else is doing that. And that's why I like it. Because Total War has amazing ambience and amazing music. And because I talked with CKIII, I talked with one of the representatives. Although I said, look, it's okay for me to do this. They said, yeah, it's fine. So I'm very thankful for that. At the same time, Total War needs a big change. Pharaoh Total War right now is a decent game. It's not that bad, but it does lack family tree. It does lack marriage. It does lack that political system. Because you have the court system, right? Court system is great, but you need a bit more. That's what I'm saying. The game needs Mesopotamia. And I will continue to argue for that. I will still make Pharaoh content. At one point, it's like CSOFA can only work with what they have, not what they don't have. And credit to them because they are at least bringing a lot of innovation. And I want CKIII to at least bring the innovation back. Give Medieval 3. Stop wasting time. Just announce Medieval 3 and Empire 2. Announce it. No need to keep us in the dark, because I don't like that. You don't know much about the projects. With Paradox, I keep telling you, I get emails from Paradox and they reveal when they release a new DLC or a new game. I might just go to Paradox, not in that way, but I might go to Paradox and start creating content for them, because at least there, the campaign content is more invigorating. You can still make hundreds of stories based on that time period. But the medieval period is, I do like it, but I tend to think more about the Roman Empire to a degree. And if you're unsure, I've also started a channel where I've done Assassin's Creed content, where I'm making it there, because YouTube doesn't allow niche multipliers. Niche multipliers meaning, although it's a term that I've thoroughly invented and I should be more blunt, it doesn't allow you to make more than one niche. So if I'm doing Total War, then I might do Age of Empires. If I'm doing Total War, then I might do Mount and Blade Bannerlord. And a lot of you have expressed love for Bannerlord. I love Bannerlord as well. I absolutely think that the mods coming out for it are fantastic. But I'm a small channel, and I'm not going to get early access to any of the mods. Very unlikely. But that doesn't mean I can't make content on it. Does it matter if I really get early access or not? I mean, I'll be honest with you. One of the things that I did start the gaming channel was for to at least get early access copies. But the more I realize is that I've invested way more into games than I have realistically earned. Right? I've invested way more, and I'm not making enough. And some people could say, okay, yeah, but you're chasing money after views. It's not money after views. Every person on this planet that starts a YouTube channel, not every person, but a good majority, want to get monetized. For some they do, for some they don't. And I have 400 games in my library that I've not even finished yet. That means that I've always taken the easy route. I've never taken the harder route of learning Total War games properly, of playing Europa Universalis 4 correctly, of playing games that I want to play. Because I am only interested in the creative visual side. I'm not very interested in strategy and tactics, and that needs to change. If I know the strategy and tactics, then I can create creative visual content. And I'm going to start doing more Age of Empires content. I'm going to start doing retrospectives. I'm going to see how other channels in different genres do it, but I'm going to do retrospectives on Napoleon, on Rome 2, and Total War, and I'll not hesitate to point out the flaws of each game. I love Rome 2. Rome 2 is a fantastic game, but the main thing that saves Rome 2 is its gigantic faction variety and the big map. Otherwise, there is virtually no difference between what faction you play in terms of campaign mechanics. In terms of battle mechanics, they do differ. They do have different mechanics. But battles are short, and the campaign is very streamlined. Like, Attila is the definitive campaign experience of what I wanted Rome 2 to be, as opposed to what Rome 2 is. So Rome 2 is that game that I feel it needs a remake. It definitely needs a remake or a remaster at this point. There needs to be a Rome 3 or something, but I don't know when that will happen. But even I as a content creator have to be careful, because I want Total War to succeed. I don't want Total War being in such a difficult state as it is right now. Even with Pharaoh, even I'll make a video saying that this game is not bad. It's not bad, but it does lack this many features. It does lack this many things. And for those of you that watch my videos, I create the ambience videos not just like that. I create it because I also want to watch it as well. I want ambience. I want to listen to an hour of ambience because I like it. But ambience is only one form of content. Many people describe it as lazy. I don't see it as lazy. It takes a lot of work. But at the same time, ambience is for those people that like it. My ambience can't be the only thing on my platform, right? If you love Total War, you will love Mount and Blade. If you love Total War, you love Age of Empires. If you love Total War, you like Paradox Crusader Kings 3. And I did that poll. And many of you want Bannerlord, so trust me, I will do Bannerlord. Bannerlord content is going to come. And I'm seeing how Jackie Fish made his content on Bannerlord. I can see why he shifted. Right, but at the same time, I am someone that waits. Now look, I'm a bit of a hypocrite when it comes to this, but no. Sometimes I'm a bit double-edged when I say this. But I like Bannerlord, but Bannerlord gets boring after 9-10 hours. Because I just don't like the vanilla game. I want to play more medieval or more Roman. I want an entire campaign map of the Roman Empire, and I just want to play in that. I want more fantasy mods. Bannerlord is a game that requires a huge amount of time and effort to mod it as well. It's the same with Attila, it's the same with any game. Modding is very difficult. Modding takes time. And I'll always be in awe of the fact that modders do a great job. That said, I don't think Bannerlord is going to be a game that's going to ever run out of content. It's not. because at least Mount and Blade Bannerlord is released. Now wait for 10 years and this game will be celebrated like Skyrim with its mods. And people will find new discoveries, new clues, but Bannerlord will be that. It is an amazing game. I am definitely going to be trying out the Warhammer mod first. I think the Warhammer mod is going to be great because now you have at least custom cities and custom castles with Bretonia, and that's something I always wanted with Warhammer, especially with Warhammer Total War, because the castles you besiege in, let's say, in Warhammer 3, they're alright, but they're not that big. That's what my main problem is. And let's see what happens, but Bannerlord is definitely going to be there. I'll definitely do Bannerlord. And yeah, I'll put random Assassin's Creed match footage because right now I can't be bothered at this point. I'm going to restart redoing the whole plan phase for what is going to come on the channel. Because right now I've got access to God, which is another strategy game. I've gotten access to Enshrouded, which is another RPG game. Now on the channel banner that I have, it's basically Total War stuff, but it's also Grand Strategy. I do cover Grand Strategy, and I will be making it. So I'll be going in a direction that's more like Andy's take on Terminator. Not in the sense that, oh, I just want to copy their content. No. It's not that. I can't even go there. They're great content creators, but what I want to do is I want to branch out. Yes, I have to branch out. There is no ifs or but. Right now, Total War videos are not gaining that much popular momentum as they should. They need to start gaining, and it will only start gaining when we see like a successful Total War game come onto the stage. Because Pharaoh is going to go through a couple of difficult months, and then he'll probably go the Imperator route. Unfortunately, there's no ifs or but. You go into Discord, see how many likes each announcement is getting. Not that many likes. It will go the Imperator route, unless what it does is they just say we're given Mesopotamia, and that's a very big if. We need to get it. Just give us Greece and Mesopotamia and then move on. That's all that Pharaoh needs. How are we gonna get it? I'm not even sure at this point. I mean, you could notice the dejection in my voice when I'm saying this. Total War needs something. I don't know what it needs now. Either Medieval 3, but guess what? Medieval 3 releases, it could be another Empire Total War situation. Empire 2 releases, they need to get back to the historical time frame. They need to start making historical games. But I just need to be convinced that they are making Total War games again. Because right now it's just Warhammer, and even the Warhammer stuff isn't doing that. As in, it's not having a great reaction. Right? Total War needs something. It just needs something to come in and invigorate the series. Because otherwise, I'm going to Bannerlord and I'm going to Paradox. It doesn't matter whether Paradox is a steep learning curve. I pretty much have to learn the games and then I'll simulate it with Total War battles. I don't really bother that much nowadays. Because when Total War mods are doing way more than what current Total War should be doing, then that also throws into doubt, right? It's Wait, what do you guys want me to do? I want to hear your suggestions, your thoughts. Let me know what game I should play. As in, give me your suggestions. Tell me what RTS games are out there or games you want me to cover. I want to make a retrospective on Rise of Nations or Age of Empires or anything like that. I even want to make a retrospective on Age of Empires 4. And I'll also be making a video on Age of Empires The Sultan's Ascent. Although I think I pretty much missed the train for it, I'll pretty much say everything you need to know about Age of Empires for Age of Sultan. Right, so I'll make that. It's a really, really good time now, I think, to move on to different games. Well, I'm sticking with Total War. Total War is what made the channel in the first place. But my niche is historical strategy gaming. That's what my niche is. I'm going to do that. I'm going to cover it. And I saw Paradox's new 4X game. But at the same time, I don't know. It didn't convince me. Humankind, I was really excited because I thought, okay, maybe we can make something out of it. But Humankind's UI just doesn't win me. And we need more historical strategy games. Right now, I'm not seeing a market for it. If there's an RPG set in ancient Rome, or if there's an RPG set in this, maybe I could say this. I could do Total War meets Assassin's Creed. That's something you could do. And I am planning to do like long form content of Total War games and what it is. In fact, I might just go back to the old Total War games to a degree. Napoleon, Total War, etc. And I don't want to just go back to the old games, because you make content on old games, not many people are watching it, but you make long form content of old games that are there, then people might watch it. You know, Napoleon Total War was a Total War game that really, really fit the battles. Even the vanilla battles are fun. That's the only Total War game where I really feel like I'm a general, that I'm really commanding an army. If I play multiplayer and I'm playing against a human opponent in Napoleon Total War, it's so fun. It really operates that well. The same with Empire. But these games, they need remakes or remasters at this point. And I really want CA to do something about it. So, Bannerlord, Age of Empires, and maybe a bit more Civilization. Although I don't know about Civilization right now. But Civilization 6, I can't touch that game. The UI is just so intensive. It feels like, what am I playing? Like the UI in Civilization 5? That was good. And I realized that the sci-fi games are not that popular with this channel. Historical strategy gamings are popular. And yes, I know I'm using Assassin's Creed footage and whatever, but I just don't have any footage right now for Total War. As in, I haven't recorded anything, because I need to figure out exactly what do you guys want to see in Total War content. I know you guys love my ambiences, but surely there has to be more. I love playing RTS games, I do like historical strategy games, but I also want them to be done right. And Pharaoh is something that I will enjoy. Do you want to see me do live stream of Pharaoh? Do you want to see me do campaign of this? My only problem with Pharaoh is this, is that sure, once you complete the game, you've completed Ramesses, you've completed all the Egyptian lords. But my interest is not really in the other Egyptian lords. My interest is playing, let's say, Ramesses, uniting all of Egypt, and then going all the way to conquer Babylon. That's it. That's really what I want. I want to play as Greece and just play an epic campaign like I can play in DEI or Rome 2, the boy, and go all the way to Rome and then go all the way to Persepolis, right? That's what I want. Now it seems I'm being more critical of the game than I would have been. But I need something more. And I hope that modders can do it. And I know some modders will say, well, why should we work on this game? Because, you know, it's only got a small audience, blah, blah, blah. I mean, it's not that. It's the fact is that, do you guys want a complete Bronze Age experience or not? Right? If it was up to CA, they would never even add Indo, Croatia or Nippon in Warhammer 3. They never would. Not in a million years would they add it. They wouldn't add it at all, and then on top of that, modders went and did it. But why? Because Warhammer 3 is still being actively developed. Pharaoh, I don't know if it will be. You know, I'm uncertain about Pharaoh because it's a game in the Bronze Age that I want to succeed. Let me be clear, I want the Bronze Age to succeed. Right? And if they just had Mesopotamia, then nobody's going to really bother. Like, nobody really bothers about Warhammer or anything. But that doesn't mean that it shouldn't be a call to mediocrity. Just because it has this doesn't mean we should excuse this first. Of course not. To this day, I do not acknowledge Rome 2 as a great campaign experience. Rome 2 is a simplified campaign experience with fun battles and great visuals and great faction variety. That's what it is. And that's what saves it. It's the same with Empire. That's what saves these games. And I don't know where Pharaoh's going to be. I think Pharaoh could have a good launch. It could have a good launch. But after seeing what the player base is going to be, as in, let's see how it will fare after a couple of months. I want this game to succeed. I don't want games in the Bronze Age to completely, keep collapsing or keep flopping or whatever. Because the Bronze Age, imagine this game you're playing here right now, this is Assassin's Creed Mirage. Now play a game in the Bronze Age. Play this game in ancient Mesopotamia. Right? You don't even need a big open world, you just need the city of Babylon. Right? Play that. and just think of how awesome it's going to be. Middle Eastern settings have always fit Assassin's Creed, they always have. But just play this in there and you'll be thinking, wow, this is why ancient Mesopotamia was? Ancient Egypt was very popular? Then yes. Now imagine this in a total war setting. Now wouldn't that be cool? But why do I have to wait for another year for ancient Mesopotamia? Why do I need to wait another year? Why do I need to wait another 4 years for ancient Mesopotamia? You could just do this game in this, and it feels like I'm arguing the same point I made in Troy as well. And they should not expand to any new games. Just add Pharaoh, just add the this, and sure. Maybe it might be multiple factors of reasons out there. But I want this game to do well. How can it do well when you have so much going against it at this point? So let's try and make this game a little bit of a success, so that in the short term it gets Mesopotamia and then move on. Then let everybody want to criticize every single total war under the sun, go ahead. But let's get our Mesopotamia, right? Or modders at least do it. Now I know I'll be adding this in the It's Not Bad video, and I know many people will say, oh, you're defending CA. I'm not. Look, I can't even defend CA. I don't even want to. Because right now, what we're getting is the problems made by CA is caused by CA itself. You know, their problems are being caused not by the devs, but by other factors. And I don't blame the CA Sophia devs. They're at least communicating with the audience. And they do communicate. That's something that should be acknowledged. That's something that should be acknowledged. That they are communicating and that they are doing everything in their power to at least try and make a decent game out of the Warhammer engine, which is very difficult because Warhammer is simplified Rome 2. Warhammer is simplified Rome 2, and the battle engine is just, I think it's just pretty much Rome 2 in a way. Look, now I know. I'm just rambling. I just wanted to say my thoughts. This is a completely, this isn't meant for anything. This is just me rambling my thoughts about what the state of total war is right now. The state of total war is in a very difficult place. The state of total war is in a place where I don't even know what's going to happen next. I could go and be more negative. I'm not going to be that negative. I'm going to be diplomatic. I'm going to try and say my words in a way that is more akin to a diplomat speaking. Maybe they'll get the message, maybe they won't. At some point, I'm just going to go into Bannerlord Age of Empires. I think that's the way forward. A retrospective on Age of Empires, maybe analyzing the historical accuracy of these games. Let's go and do a little bit more soul searching. Let's go and do some mods. I think there's plenty of potential for mods. And no, I won't get any early access, unfortunately. They seem to be giving early access to others, but I don't. But I'll tell you a story. I was going outside, I was in the market, and there was this one guy over there, a young boy, and he's, he's doing charity or, like handing out books or whatever. And I refused. And then someone told me that, look, because you're facing, see how you rejected that person. You're facing rejection the same as well, and then you complain about it. Yet that boy is still in the market and he's still trying. So that told me one thing, that why do I get angry or jealous when I don't get early access to games? If that person is getting it, it's because he's done something of value. He's provided some value. That's why they're giving it to that person. And if they don't find value in me, what can I do? So I've been thinking about it deeply, and you know what? If I don't get it, I don't get it. If I get it, I get it, then I'll make it. I thought that getting the latest games would help the channel, but it's not. It's not helping. Even if I do get latest games, I'm not in the audience. I'm not getting the audience. Latest games only work if I really pour my passion into it and I say, look, this game is great. And it just feels... Obviously I would like to get in these games and make review content and stuff. But it will take time. And I need time to grow. It comes to a point where I am not making video games for fun. So I'm not making videos for fun. I'm making video games to get views. As in, okay, this will get views, this will get that many views, blah blah blah. And I would rather be honest with you guys than be anything, because this is an evolution. I just want to make videos that I enjoy making now, and I will try and capitalize on the trends that do come, but I will try and capitalize on what I like. Not that this new game is out and I can't cover it. So what? Maybe in the future I'll be having lots of income, I'll be making lots of videos, I'll be invited to these big companies and stuff. Maybe in the future, but first I have to work hard. If I don't work hard, I will not get there. If I don't do well, I will not get there. It's as simple as that. And I've been playing Assassin's Creed March, it's a fantastic game. But that being said, I've got to do a lot more work now when it comes to Total War. It comes to anything, it's just, I need you guys to keep watching my videos, because I'm only getting 1k views. I need you to get more than 3k views. How do I do that? I have no idea. I'm trying. And I'm using vidIQ to at least help me out. Even then it's difficult. It may be a difficult process, but people don't like people who complain. People like people who are successful. People like people who try and figure out a way. So I'll try and figure it out. And look, I'm really thankful to all of the 2,191 people that have subscribed to me. Right? This means a lot. It means a lot. But it also means I just need your support. Right? I'm just a guy who's fighting thyroid cancer at the end of the day. 4 years have passed. And the report has come out that it's gone worse. Right? It's gone to a stage where it's not good. But I've been fighting back and I've seen it slowly starting increasing. So, you know, even the ones who are critical of me, even Volland who commented on my video of War Pharaoh, and you know, we had an epic debate. Well, depending on his point of view. But still, I took his point of view because I need alternate voices as well. I'm honored that he even commented on my video. Honored in the sense that a big creator, you know, went and honored it. I'm just speaking randomly. You know, I've had it in the past. But I just want to start creating videos where I like the creative side. I don't want to get withdrawn into all these debates of this game sucks or that game sucks. I enjoy playing games. I enjoy making content. I enjoy making ambience. I want to make cinematics. I will be stalker strategy games, but that doesn't mean I can't cover a few RPGs here and there. A few different titles here and there. Anyway, this has been over 30 minutes of me rambling. I'm going to end this video right now. And yeah, I know these are long, this is not going to contribute anything. It's just a channel update, and yeah.